In this lecture, we are going to learn about evaluation operators in MongoDB. Evaluation operators in MongoDB allows you to perform mathematical and logical operations on fields within documents. These operators are useful for calculating values, comparing fields, and making conditional decisions within queries. So again, here I am in the MongoDB operator documentation. If I scroll down, here you will see the evaluation operators. You will see these are the evaluation operators. So here you can see the JSON schema. We have already seen this operator when we learned how to add schema on a collection. You can also use it in a query to filter elements that has a certain document schema. We are going to talk about this expression operator in this lecture. We are going to talk about this mod operator in this lecture. Here we also have this text operator, but we will understand about this operator when we will learn about indexes. Then we also have this where operator, but it is deprecated and it has been replaced by this expression operator. So we will not talk about this where operator. Instead, we will talk about this expression operator. And we are also going to talk about this regex operator. And let's start with modulus operator. So the $mod operator, also called as modulus operator, it performs a modular operation on the value of a field and selects documents with a specified result. For example, let's say from the products collection, we want to filter all those documents where price is divisible by 5. That means the remainder of the division of price with this value 5 results 0. So for example, if the price of a product is 500, 500 is divisible by 5 and its remainder will be 0. So that document where the price is 500, that will be filtered. Let's see this practically. So let me go ahead and let me clear the shell first. And again, let's say db.products.find. And here we want to filter some documents. So we are going to pass a filter object. And there we want to filter the documents by price. So let's specify the field, which is price. And here we want to filter all those documents where the price is, let's say, divisible by 7 and the remainder of the division will be, let's say, 2. So for that, I can use mod operator. Okay. And to this, we are going to assign an array. The first value of this array will be with what value we want to divide the price. So here I want to divide the price by 7. And the second value will be what remainder we are expecting. Let's say I'm expecting a remainder as 2. So here, this operator is going to filter all the documents where when the price is divided by 7, the remainder will be 2. Let me actually show you that. So if I run this command, you will see these many results we have got. So here, let's take an example of one product. For example, let's take this product. So here, if we divide the price by 7, the quotient will be 21 and the remainder will be 2. So that's why this document has been filtered here. Same is true for the price of other product documents also. Each of these prices, when it will be divided by 7, the remainder will be 2. So if you want to do this kind of calculation for filtering a document, you can use this mod operator. So this mod operator is very simple to understand. Let's clear the shell. Next, we are going to talk about this regex operator. So the regex operator selects documents from a collection where the value of a field matches a specified regular expression. For example, let's say from the products array, we want to filter all those products where the product name contains apple in it. So we can use this regex operator, and to that we can specify a regular expression in order to filter all the products which has this word apple in it. In the same way, if we want to filter all the product document from the products collection where the name of the product starts with apple, for that again we can use this regex operator and we can specify a regular expression to filter all the products which starts with this word apple. Let's see this regex operator in action. So here again, let's say db.products.find. To this find method, let's pass a filter object. And now we want to filter all the products, let's say whose name contains apple in it. So here we are going to specify the field name first, which is name. To that, we are going to assign another object. In there, we are going to use regex operator, which stands for regular expression. And to this, we are going to specify a regular expression. So here we want to filter all the documents whose name contains apple in it. So here we want to specify a regular expression. And to use a regular expression, first we need to use slash like this. Inside that, we can specify the word. So here I'm going to specify apple. Okay, if I go ahead and if I press enter, it should return us all the documents in which we have this word apple. Okay, let me go ahead and let me search for watch because it is in the middle. So instead of apple, let's say watch. And here I'm writing this W in lowercase. And here, since I want to make it case insensitive, because you will see that the watch which we are searching for in the name, this W is in uppercase. So here I want to make this search case insensitive. So after this slash, I can use I, which will make it case insensitive. If I press enter, it should return us all the documents where the name contains watch in it, as you can see. Okay, now if you want to filter all the documents which starts with a word, for example, let's say which starts with Samsung maybe, then before this word, we can use this cap. And here also I want to keep the search case insensitive. So I'm using this I. Let's go and let's press enter. And it has returned us all the documents which starts with Samsung. Then let's say I want to filter all the documents which ends with a given word. So for example, let's say which ends maybe with series. Okay. So since we want to filter all the documents which ends with this word, after this word, we need to use dollar. And again, I want to keep the search case insensitive. So I'm using this I flag. If I press enter, it should return us all the documents which ends with this word series. So in this name, you will see that the name of the product ends with series. So this is regular expression operator. Using this regular expression operator, we can filter documents based on a field which matches a given format. And to specify that format, we can use the regular expression. Now here I have used simple examples for the regular expression, but you can specify as complex regular expression as you want to based on your requirement. Here, I just wanted to show you how the regular expression operator works, and I wanted to keep things simple. So that's why I've used simple examples. But you can keep your regular expression as complex as you want. So there is no limitation on that. Next, we have expression operator. The expression operator is denoted by expr. So the expression operator allows you to use complex expressions within your query conditions. This operator is particularly useful when you need to perform calculations, comparisons, or logical operations directly within the query itself. For example, here let's say we want to perform an arithmetic operation between the price field and discount field. So let's say we have a price in our product document and we have discount. So what we want is first we want to subtract the discount from the actual price. And then we want to check if the result of that subtraction is greater than 100 or not. If it is greater than 100, then we want to filter that product document. Otherwise, we don't want to filter that product document. So here you see, before filtering the document, we want to perform some operation. Here we are performing an arithmetic operation and comparison operation. First we are subtracting the discount from the price, and then we are comparing the result of that subtraction with this value 100. If the result is greater than 100, we want to filter those documents. So if you want to use these kind of complex expressions before filtering the document, you can use this expression operator, this expr operator. Let's see this example in practice. Let me clear the shell here and let's go to MongoJS, and I'm going to write the query here because it is going to be a little bit complex query. So let's say db.products.find. To this find method, we are going to pass a filter object. In that filter object, we want to first execute an expression. So for that, we are going to use $expr operator. We are going to use this $expr operator. And to this, we are going to assign another object inside which we are going to write the expression. So here what we want is, we want to use this $GT operator because we want to use this operator on the result of the expression. And to this, we are going to assign an array. In this array, we are going to write two expressions. And on that result, we are going to use this greater than operator. So the first expression will be, here we want to use $subtract operator. So this is an arithmetic operator. This is also something which we can use. And we will see this type of operator when we will talk about aggregation framework. But for now, just understand that we also have this subtract operator, which basically subtracts the values which we pass to it. So to this subtract, we need to pass an array. In that array, we are going to specify the values which we want to subtract. Here, we want to subtract the value of discount field from the price field. So here we are going to specify the price field first, and then we are going to specify the discount field. But we cannot use these fields like this inside this array. What we need to do is, first of all, we need to wrap it within quotes like this. And before that, we need to use dollar to tell this operator that we want to use the price field from the document. Okay, so we need to write it like this. Same thing here we need to do for discount. First, we need to wrap it within quotes. And then before the field name, we need to use dollar. So this expression here, it is going to return us the result of the subtraction of discount from price. Okay, now here we are using this greater than operator. Let me also move it to a separate line to make it more readable. So here we are using this greater than operator. So with what value do we want to check this greater than? For that, we need to pass a second operand here. So for that, I'm going to pass 100. So basically here we want to check if the result of this expression is greater than 100 or not. If the result of this expression is greater than 100, so if this expression here returns true, then we want to filter those documents for which this expression returns true. Okay, basically we want to filter all those documents where after subtracting the discount from the price, the result is greater than 100. Let me go ahead and let me copy this. Let's paste it here. And here instead of 100, what I will do is I'll type 1000. Okay, so if I press enter now, it has returned us these many documents, as you can see. So here the price is 1199, out of which if we subtract 10, the result is anyway going to be more than 100. Sorry, more than 1000. Same is true here also. If we subtract 15 from this value, the result will be more than 1000. Same is true for this document and this document. So as you can see, using this expression operator, we can evaluate complex expressions before filtering the documents. Here we have used a very simple expression, but these expressions can also be complex based on your requirement. All right, so this is all about evaluation operators in MongoDB. If you want to learn in more detail about these evaluation operators, you can come to the documentation of these operators and you can go through these operators one by one. For example, if you want to learn more about this expression operator, you can go through it. So here you will see what this expression operator does. You can see the compatibility, the syntax, the behavior. Then you can also see some examples of how to use the expression operator. For example, here you can see one simple example of how to use this expression operator, and you can learn more about it. So how to use this expression operator with conditional statements and other things. Okay, so if you want to learn more about these operators, you can always come to this documentation page and you can go through the documentation of these operators. So this is all I wanted to cover in this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.